I've been grinding lately, this my season. Lord knows I'm trying to find my reason. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all with no strings attached. Came from the bottom, rose through the cracks. Spotlight on you, but how you gon' act?
Hey, I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go. Now I get it to go.
Ain't it crazy how them tables turn? You can fold or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch you work, watch him hate, watch him lurk. Can't relate, watch you skirt. Out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, at the gate, on site. Red breed, red tight, set the bar, take flight. Yeah, I've been grinding since a youngin', they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fame, get the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a youngin', since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny, but you cannot take nothing from me. Put that on my mama, my daughter, my cousin, my brother, I'll show you. Way better than I can tell you. The type of dreams that they sell you. That's why I learned from my failures. Don't do the handouts or the favors. Told my brother I'ma get this paper. Was left behind, I'll see it later. To keep it real, you don't need to wait up. Lay it out on the line, ain't no looking back. Giving my all.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Baltimore Ravens. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, Murray. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Cardinal first down.
Let's go. 2-2. Right there. 54 Mike. Touchdown defense. 54 Mike. 54 Mike.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout. instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they try the right side here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
From the 45 on second down, Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. 1st down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
10 at the 25-yard line.
He's checking. Middle. Crash. SOS.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Here we go. Mike 50. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Got a man, Slayton. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Mike 48. I got you. Check 99.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
48. Let's go.
Murray going to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Murray. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
To throw on third down, Murray. The left side caught by Diggs. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Field goal, a 58-yard attempt.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, he gets everything he could into this one. The trajectory's good. It's definitely on line. It just needs a little more oomph behind it. And it'll wind up falling just shy of the crossbar.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And to give this time to the tailback. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Cardinals' 25-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Hey. Go. 48.
From the gun, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now a handoff looking right. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
"21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray flush to his right. He'll run it. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Evan Ingram, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Ravens nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
Good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mike 48.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
48's Mike. 48's Mike. Hey.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
Covered by Noah Igbinoghene.
Pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Hey, check Mike 50.
To throw again, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
48's Mike.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared.
Hey, report. Mike 48.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away from the 6. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They run the counter now on first down.
Check three.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Mike's 56. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Hey, Ozzie, sit up. 56. Sit up.
Jackson to the goal line, but it's incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Shit.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
It's 4th down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
56 the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
All day, baby. All day. Go, Mike 50. We own them. Report.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He drops this one off underneath here for Hill. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the first down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
The kicker on for the point after.
It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Murray eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. after the fumble recovery. It's Jackson.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Safety's creeping.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Watch that, watch that, watch that. Check the backer, check the backer. Quick that, quick that. Report.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Cardinals 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Out of bounds across midfield at the 48.
On play action, it's Murray. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona first down.
First down, Cardinals.
From the gun, Murray flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Murray's throw on target to Christian Kirk. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. In that play, it wound up losing yardage.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Ravens on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Anthony Averett picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they... And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Anthony Averett picks it, and they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And they take a knee.
Here we go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And they will take a knee here.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Squeeze, double.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
I got you.
48 Mike. 48 Mike.
I'm not ready.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So they'd converted their first 2 fourth-down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that third one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Prater for the extra point, as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Push him back.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
3rd and 4.
Now they try the right side here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
10 at the 43-yard line. Today's final score.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Baltimore, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire